Hey, what's going on, guys? You in tune with your man Cantoon, and thanks for tuning in to another segment of XNN. Going to try and keep it very concise today. Promise you, I'm going to try and keep it under 10 minutes. But with that being said, moving right in. First segment we're going to talk about is tech news, and for those of you all that may be new, this is the portion of this show where actually I discuss some things that have either been circulating throughout the community. I've been able to receive it through form of electronic newsletters, notifications, or whatever, and I try and share it with you. So some of it you may know, some of it you may not know. Um, with that being said, a lot of us have been grumbling as of late about some of the deficiencies and some of the problems that we had on the technical aspect and have left us pretty much thumbs down Xbox. With that being said, this is not guaranteed, it's not written in stone, and it's certainly not going to be the solve all, but perhaps this may feed to some of the reasons why we're having some of the issues that we're experiencing. As we know, Microsoft is moving full speed ahead with the introduction and the release of Microsoft 10. But I wanted to touch on this because I found this particular bit of information probably a little bit wetting of the bills, per se. They're going to have what's called Microsoft Hello. And this is basically where they're saying this is our stance of, or actually this is our position in terms of how we view you, the consumers, um, your safety. This is a mechanism to where it allows you to sign in on your laptop via face recognition should you have a built-in camera already. And for those of us that may have a little bit of a better and more exquisite taste and a little bit more of expensive taste, if you don't have the apparatus already built in, I'm pretty sure that there's some kind of software or app that can be patched in, but also you can sign in by way of fingerprint printing. And also as far as to say about iris recognition. So I don't know, probably like a mix, but I did find it to be a little bit interesting, and perhaps with them trying to do little certain tests and pilots and everything else, it probably could have bogged down. But then again, I'm pretty sure they have a separate service, separate department that's primarily dedicated to focusing on that. But at the same time, just trying to pull the silver lining out of a dark cloud. Moving right along, I want to give a special shout out to and congratulations to my gamers, my fellow brothers, sisters that hail from Australia. As I see that you guys are doing some big things over there in terms of the sales that Xbox is generating. They're very happy with the units being sold, so much to where they've been working out a new special bundle pack that they're releasing, and it's called the IDP for short, which is basically Independent Developers Pack, where they've partnered with several different gaming developers to where they will release these games in a bundle sequence with the Xbox One. And I think that the games, there's seven total. I think it's called Hater Fate, IDARB, Smite, Warframe, Threes, Never Alone, and the Jackbox Party Pack. So don't really know too much about all of them, but some of them are some pretty good choices. I know Warframe, you can't go wrong with that. That's been pretty good. Smite is an okay game. It's a MOBA game, MOBA game, and for those of you all that may not be aware of it, that's pretty much traditionally a game that's played predominantly where you're looking down on the gaming board as opposed to what we're traditionally knowing now as first person, third person. Well, this is their first attempt, that type of game, that genre of game. This is their first attempt, speaking in terms of Smite, I'm sorry, not Spite, Smite, um, to introduce the game from a first person aspect. It does require a lot of time to play it, and obviously you can level up, but if you are a preview member, you've probably received a beta code for that game, which will allow you to play it before it's released. And if you've played it for me, I think I know I have. I've received a message where it was telling me that we can invite friends for you guys to try it and see for yourself. If you are interested, please just let me know by way of text message. Well, not by text message, but by messaging me, and I'll shoot you the code, and you can try it and see if it works. I have, and it wasn't successful, but I'm willing to try again. And more importantly, if they ask me to do it, I'll do it. So with that being said, be on the lookout for those things. And last but not least, I certainly wanted to say this for the last part of the tech news because there may be a small percentage of you guys that vary between three different types of gaming scenarios. Obviously, the 2 consoles, and then probably introduction of the PC. 3, I said, because talking about the Xbox One, obviously the PlayStation 4, but then obviously now moving along, considering the PC to be in that department as well. For those of you all that frequent with the Steam store where you can buy your games and different accessories and everything else, well, they've partnered up with Valve, which is my understanding in conjunction with EA Access, to where they're offering online refund policies for games that are purchased, and as long as you return them within 14 days, you can pretty much consider to be able to get a full refund for that game and the DLC. Now, I say that because there's nothing in life that doesn't have small print, fine contract. There is a catch to it. If you purchase a game, not only do you have to return it within 14 days, but you cannot have accumulated more than 2 hours of gameplay. So I think that pretty much knocks us out of trying to get some accomplishments or some achievements before we say, you know what, this is really not the game for me. You can have it back. With the DLC, I think it's a little bit tricky in terms of that. I think that you could have purchased it if it didn't come with the game, but you could not have used the contents of the DLC. So stay tuned. I'm going to dig around a little bit more for you and see if I can find some more concrete information. But definitely, so if it's happening to the PC, hopefully they can make that transition over here, because I can think of a couple of games that I wouldn't mind being able, or I would have loved to have been able to return back that I've purchased digitally. But yeah, so with that being said, let's see what the great technology genie has in store for us. And while we're doing that, stay tuned. I'll be right back. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. And at this point in this juncture, we at X&N would like to be able to showcase this week's submissions. We've been reviewing them all week, and we encourage you guys out there, please continue to send them in. We enjoy watching your clips, and more importantly, we enjoy watching the community grow, which is what it's been doing as of lately. So shout out to everybody, because everybody played a part into this. And more importantly, we thank the people that actually have submitted their clips. We thank you for taking that time out to submit them, and let's show them to the community. First up, we have Dub with his submission of Baltimore Style music montage, very nicely edited. I think that the music actually is of Baltimore swag, so please show him some love. Stop on my page, check it on out, and feel free to add him as a friend. Then we have Tetranome with his submission of Smooth Criminal. Now, before I proceed with how this video is, it's a very nice video. It's funny. It has a funny ending to it, but I'm not going to spoil it. But I'd like to acknowledge Tetranome for him taking time out to bring other people and their creations to the forefront, to light. He's put himself on the back burner, and he's actually taking some time out. I can go days, I can probably run out of fingers before I run out of days where he has not sent me videos back to back to back. And I've watched each and every one of them. So know that he's not a selfish person. And if you get a chance, hit him up, man. He's a down-to-earth person. But with that being said, thank you for submitting your video, Smooth Criminal. And I hope that you guys get a chance to enjoy it just as I did. And you can, again, find, as well as everybody mentioned in this segment, you can find their video in full form on my feed or page. Moving along, we have ProTools007 with his submission, Timing is Everything. Very well put together video. I think that the title is very, very, very well put, and I think that the clips actually justify the title. But you know what, I'm not going to spoil it. I want you to take some time, swing by, and check him on out. And then hailing all the way from Canada, we have Tick Kid with his submission of Hoop Mixtape. And this is a NBA 2K15 footage or montage. Very well put together from beginning to end. And I tell you what, as a player and as a gamer of 2K15, you've motivated me. And I'm actually going to start to look at some of my clips. But shout out to you, and I appreciate you taking that time to share that with us here. Not just me, but all of us. And then we have Ghostblade 6X. Or 6, I'm sorry, with his submission of I'm a Beast, and this is a Battlefield montage, and I think that name within itself, it kind of ramps you up to want to go check it on out. No, it has for me. But please swing by the feed, show him some support and some love, and add him as a friend if you'd like. And then last but not least, I've had the opportunity of witnessing, I think this is his second or third clip that he's actually sent to me. But his name is Both Barrels. And I think his submission is Tonight. Battlefield Dance Floor Style. Feel free to check that out on my page, and I'll tell you what, if you get a moment, thumb through a few of his other little clips. This guy's unlimited potential. I'm sorry, unlimited potential, as with everybody on here. But we don't want to be selfish here, and so we thought we would share this with you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. We hope that you guys enjoy it, and we'll be right back after this short break. Take care. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. We're at the point of the show where I would like to take this opportunity to showcase what we feel would be the uploader of the week. And this week's submission was Battle God 4 by who else? None the less than Mr. Hitman Fire. As you can see at the top right hand of my screen, it's spelled HITMAN space PHI. And again, his submission was Battle God 4. If you have not had the opportunity to check this video out, please swing by my page. Of course, you know it will be entitled XNN. And as always, I thank you guys for your time, your listening, and your support. Take care.